Excel Hesperia.
Okay, let me get you up down, Jay.
KD6VWS in a group, Early's AI60Y. Ron, you're just at the point where you come up and you're copyable, and then you disappear again. So that's what you just did again. But I can tell you there, and it's a sign that the band is improving because I couldn't hear you at all before. But anyway, thanks for getting me in there, and I'll stand by and wait for the net. AI60Y, and I'll toss it over to Jay in Hesperia. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I heard you did it first, but then you played it long. So, remember, you're on the list, and Steve will be running the net tonight. So, by the time we get to you, you only got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the list. And you're a little better propagation. Over to you, Joe.
All right, very good. NY6L here in Hesperia. Oh, it's been, triple digits the last 3 days here, so kind of been hunkering down for the last 2 days here in the house, enjoying the cooler amenities of air conditioning and solar power, and just checked my production of kilowatts per hour and my electric bill, and everything looks really good. So Southern California Edison owes me some money, but they get me towards the end of the year. So there you go. All right. Well, just kind of get things warmed up there. And hello to Jeff. Good to hear you out there. And I got to get together with you to pick up that isolated Variac. That's the one I bought from you prior. All right. Yeah, I just heard the little tidbits with I've got written down his new call sign here. Yeah, his new call sign is W7WRF. And I've actually talked in on 40 meters AM. So I may revisit that again. And I think that was sometime last week. So, all right, don't want to hold it too long. And just on the sideline, I don't worry any more worried about hearing K16JA or something like that. I guess I heard that he's going to get out of ham radio or something, so I assume he's still with it. So, anyway, back to NY6L. anything heard from elk from coming out 7 high desert?
All right, hold on, Ron. Hello, Wayne. You doubled with Ron, and Ron's so strong he took you out. So, Wayne, please say that again, because I couldn't hear you.
Looking for up in high desert, and people won't be alive or dead. Anybody scared to do wellness check on? Have you stopped the wellness check over?
Yeah, Wayne, who were you asking about?
Our buddy up there in the high desert has been missing for a while.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about Ken from CJA, and I guess he's kind of, the best we can all figure is that he had some kind of event that his cognitive ability is, well, it doesn't let him remember names and call letters, and kind of has trouble realizing who he's talking to, and we don't know where he is. He told somebody he's out of ham radio, but we don't know where Ken is or who he's staying with. You got to kind of think he's not living alone right now, being that he's having that kind of problem. So that's all we know, and we're kind of guessing half of it. Wayne, back over to you.
Well, the only problem I'm concerned with is he could be out there in the middle of the desert somewhere, run out of gas, and broke down, and be dead by now. In the heat, so disoriented, didn't know which direction to start walking. So, all in all, it's a bit of a concern to everybody. Ken was a unusual person. He was down in the island during. Anyway, let's turn it back to you. See, I not heard you guys talking about Tony listening. I thought maybe you found out something else. I'll do a quick idea.
Okay, Wayne, no, it's been so long since we've talked to him, months, and Jay's gone by and looked at his house, and the gate's locked from the outside, so it's kind of looking like he's not at home, and he hadn't been home for a long time, so we're having to guess that he's somewhere safe with somebody who's keeping him safe and giving him what he needs. So we'll have to think about him being lost in the desert. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. So, okay, Wayne, well, there's only eight people, 9 counting me, for the net tonight. And if you want to stick around, you're like number 8 on the list. And maybe somebody else will come that knows more about Ken. But I think that's all we're going to know right now. And Ron, I've got you and Mike and Vaughn and Phil and Jeff and AI6LY John and Jay and Y6L and Wayne. Is there anybody I missed, Ron, over?
Whiskey Alpha 6, Juliet Kilowatt.
Jason Shell. Oh, yeah, okay, go on. I heard Juliet Kilowatt November, so I don't know who that is, but it doesn't sound like you. WA6JKN, is that you?
QSL, just want to be put on the list. Final place won't be there. Steve, over.
Yeah, you're really low. I haven't looked on well, you're strong on KFS, so I'll be able to hear you. I just didn't do what it took to do it. Yep, I've got you. So let me write down Kevin, JKN, and K6LGL, Skip. Okay, is there anyone else that wants on the list?
I'll be around. Bye-bye.
2LMQ, Kilowatt 2, Lima, Mike, Queen.
K2LMQ, welcome. I've got you. And Wayne, I have you. You come before Kevin and Skip and anybody. So you're there. And thanks for sticking around, Wayne. And just turn KFS on because there's other folks that I won't hear. Anyone else going on the list, please come now. All right. Let me do a little keeping here. Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know it. Okay, let's start things off, and welcome to the Monday West Coast AMI Net. And the purpose of this net is to promote the preservation, restoration, and enjoyment of AM transmitters and the AM method of communicating that we still do here twice a week on 3870, even more. Anyone on AM mode is invited to check into the net. You don't have to be a member of anything to do that. You want to be a member of AMI, go to the website, which is, did I write that down finally? Yeah, AM Internationl, all one word, AMInternational.club, CLUB, AMInternational.club, and fill out the form and pay $5, and you'll get a certificate with your own AMI number, and be a member. I got to turn the other knob on the tuner. I know I'll turn it the wrong way. Yeah, it sure was. And if you need the address to send off for that certificate, let me know. I've got that here on the computer. I'll read it off. We have a other website that's got pictures and everything and all kinds of other stuff, which is westcoastami.com. So you might go there and check that out. And when I call you, please give your name, location, AMI number if you have one. Tell us about your equipment and anything else you want to chat for a minute about. And list anything you want to sell. For the roundtable that follows the net, I'll put you on that list. Now checking some more people to tell us as we go. Let's go ahead and do a tune-up, and then we'll get things started. and came right back, and then I heard everything. And cool on the extra bike. What you must have found the right bike. It must work real good for you to get two of the same one. So real good on that. I hope you don't need the other one, but you can kind of balance the load on both of them. They'll both last for a long time. Real good on the park pass and workout on Saturday. So it sounds like you're doing real good. And I assume that your friend never, Ron, on quick break, your feline friend never made it back, did he?
No, well, he came back Thursday. Brought in the dishes for the kennel.
I'm so happy. Oh, I can imagine the emotional reaction at that moment. Oh, I'm so happy for you. And I'd written him off, and I wrote off the one that we had gone for a while. But they do make it back, and you'll never figure out how that happened. You just have to you might put a little safeguard in place to, I don't know what you can put on them. You can buy these tags to go on them that are GPS. I saw them at the pet store. GPS tag. And I don't know what you could do to track him down if you go, oh, I'm so glad, Ron. I feel, oh, that's nice. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Next up, Mike, KM6QQU. Over to you. You go get them. And happy 4th of July to you too. Big signal right now. It really sounds good tonight. Talk to you later, Mike. Next up, Vaughn, K6ZTA. Over to you.
All right. Let's see. And then you turn it over to Phil. Yeah. K620 K6ZTA. What a great QSC is around. The rapid QSC, and it really is messing me up. So I don't know. I'm missing some of the words there from time to time. But Ron, I'm so happy. Like Steve said, I'm really happy your kitty cat got recovered. he's back in the house where he belongs, and boy, varmints will get him. They don't keep them in the house if you can. So, and yeah, Ron, let's see, who is it? Yeah, Ron, a lifetime pass for the park system. I've got one of those. Yeah, Bob, the IB, and I got the lifetime passes here a while back. And anyway, yeah, we're and we do have a Q multiplier here, but it's on our S53 Helicopter's S53 receiver, which of course has a 455IM. So that takes care of that. Yeah, by the way, the handler is Vaughn, Victor Oscar, November. I'm in Woodland Hills, and my AMI number is 1757. On the Viking 2 Carrier, and I've got a 2060 transmitter and an SX96 receiver. So, and the antenna's an inverted V. So, okay, with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Ron. Let me turn it to, no. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, turn it back over to you. And KF6, no on the swap and no on the round table. Well, I've got something for sale. I do have the ICO 753 that I want to unload to a good home. So that's on the block here. KF6SYD, K6ZTA.
Okay, Vaughn. K6ZTA, KF6SYD, and Vaughn has a ICO 753 that he's wanting to pass on to a new home. So if you're interested in that, get a hold of Vaughn, K6ZTA, and he'll get it in your hands. And yeah, I got everybody mixed up because I wasn't here to hear the proper order, but I do have Phil next. Sorry, Phil, I didn't know you came for that. And yeah, Ron, I can say this now, but I was telling Julie about your cat being missing, and she was like, yeah, I think probably the coyotes got him, and yeah, it could be out in the desert. So, well, I'm glad it didn't happen like that. I'm glad boy, I'm going to let Julie know. She'll be happy, too, to find out that you got him back. Let's keep it going. Phil, N6WHK, now it's your turn. Go ahead.
K6FYD, 6WHK. That don't make any difference to me there with where I'm at, as long as I'm on the list. Yeah, boys told me that as soon as we got home, I was and George's wife, trusted me, and Paul's wife has used it. My wife used it, and now George is in it, so it's mixed around, and that's a good thing. As long as it's getting used, and people are getting out of it, is what counts. Anyway, I don't have a heck of a lot here tonight. Family number 1661. We're running the normal equipment, Johnson Viking Ranger, L9 HQ110, L4B, pumping out about 250 watts, 200 watts, somewhere in that area. Johnson matchbox, just keep everything in check. D104 scope, D104 mic, and running it into the heat kit scope. FB610, and that's about it for here. I do have a beautiful Hammerman speaker up here, which really sounds good with all your guys' golden tones. So with you there, KF6SYD and Nasty 6 Whiskey Hotel Kilo, and I'll listen out.
Sorry, Phil. And I didn't know about that wheelchair. That's a lucky wheelchair. Everybody makes out of that back up on their feet. So I feel more confident now that George is going to do it too. He has to, now that I know about that. So thanks for telling us about that, Phil. I had no idea. Very, very good. Okay, next up, Jeff in Chino, KK6IRZ. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, Steve.
And good evening to everybody here on the Monday Night AMI group. This is KK6IRZ, Jeff in Chino, California, driving Metropolis and future home of a superhero. And of course, Ron, I heard about it the other day, but I am very glad that you got your animal back. I can't imagine my dog being away for too long. He's definitely a baby. So it worked out very good. I'm hearing everybody quite well. I mean, yeah, there is definitely some dips going on and everything, but basically hearing everybody 100%. Ron was a little bit tough, so hopefully he's hearing me okay, but everybody else has been doing okay fine so far. So today is day 3 of no work for the rest of my life, or I should say no organized labor type of work for the rest of my life. It's not like I'm never going to do anything again, but I won't be working for another company, a regular job, I will get, that's for sure. So we're on day 3. Although it is kind of a drag. My wife's being in Vietnam and he's doing that, and he's gone from 2 incomes to no income. And that's my AMI number is 1809. Dynamic microphone, into a modified icon 7.5, unacceptable on AM, and then going into a FD300 tonight with 150 watts of stereo, not really banging on it too much, just letting it all run nicely. And that goes up into a link-coupled homebrew balanced antenna system tuner. And then open the wire line, which is all homebrew, going up to the top about 35 feet right now. Inverted view of 128 feet. But right now it's more in a continuation. Don't have anything to sell. Don't have anything to swap. I will hang out for the round table afterwards. Jared was talking about something I'm about to get together with the ice station area up there. I do have it set aside. It's just a matter of we pick a spot, we can meet halfway, or maybe you already have a trip coming down or whatever, but we'll work something out. We can do that after. So I guess that is about it. And I will send it back over to you to KF6SYD with the Monday Night AMI San Diego version group. That's a good title. This is KK6IRZ.
All right, Jeff. And congratulations on your choice of a different, slightly different life. Not going to work anymore. That's right time for that. If you could just, I hope that you get your wife back from Vietnam soon. I'm sure that'll make things a whole lot better. But she's in quite a pickle over there. Quite a few things to talk about before she can make it home. I hope that happens soon, and I hope it happens to all of your satisfaction. But yeah. I'm sure you'll find a way to enjoy your new life that you've chosen. I think you've done the right thing. So straight ahead, my friend. I'm just about halfway through the list. Let's put out a call for anyone who wants. Are there any stations who want on the list for the net before I continue with the net? If so, please call now. KF6SYD listening. We'll continue with John, AI6LY. John, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Let me fix that. Sorry about that. KF6SYD and the Monday night AMI group. Good evening, everybody. AI6LY, John in Scotts Valley, where we had another absolutely gorgeous day up here today. But I got a quick kitty cat story for Ron over here. My son lives in the Boston area, and he's got a couple of cats. And last year, over a year ago, one of them took off and was not seen for a year. And this is over a Boston winter. And in the spring this year, the cat shows up at the back door, all fat and happy and healthy, and things are back to normal, so it can happen. Anyway, it was a good story. AMI number 1773, and Gonson Commander 2, D104, QRO, HF 2000 amp, 250 watts carrier, inverted V hanging from the tower, and going back and forth between 75A1 and the SX32 tonight after I got finished dialing in the 32, and I got to tell you, the two of them sound pretty comparable to my ear, so I'm very happy with how it's going. So now I got to figure out which one I'm going to leave in the operating position. Tough call. I love them both. Let's see. There is some very fast QSB tonight. It's less than a 1 hertz QSB. So Steve, you're plenty Q5, and Vaughn was probably next. But beyond Vaughn, everybody else is getting hammered by the QSB. So, but I was listening direct, so I'm trying to pick y'all out. Anyway, y'all have a really good 4th. No swap, no round table. Oh, I still am trying to find another home for the SX25, which at one time belonged to Bob, and then it belonged to Vaughn, and then it belonged to me, and now it's time to clear some space, as it were. So anyway, everybody have a good 4th. If you can't light up the fireworks, light up the filaments. AI6LY, back to net.
All right, John, happy 4th to you. And 1 year, that was quite a story. Cat be missing for a whole year and then show up. But you long since written that cat off, knew that was gone for good. That's really something else. So thanks for telling us that story. And Vaughn's got an SX25, and he'd like to move that along to someone who wants one. If you like an SX25, give John AI6LY, send him a message, and you guys can work something out. So good luck with that, John. Thanks for being here. Next, Jay, NY6L. How are things? Is it still 100 degrees over there, or did it break down past the dollar mark by now? Go ahead, Jay.
It's 85 degrees outside. Looking at my weather station, 4 to 3 days of financial rain, and of course barometric pressure of 29 to 194. Supposed to get about 68 degrees tonight, so it's still pleasant, not cold. It's a pleasant 82 degrees here in the shack. We got the ceiling fan going here, so there you go. AMI number 1548. We're running the Super Senior, 8040 meter Super Senior. C104 microphone, including a 370 audio processor board in the base of the microphone. And with the good old National NC303 on the receive end, and a 3 kilowatt load inductor to keep the VSWR nice and hot. Keep the Super Senior nice and happy. And of course the antenna, the usual 8040 meter approximately 40 feet up in the air, out in the clear. and we're running about 926 or so watts on peak out of the Super Senior. So far, it's holding on pretty good. Put me on the round table. Nothing to buy, sell, or swap. I'll save that for Claremont or TRW type thing. So there you go. Back to the street, and thanks for running in. 6 Friday, and 196 off his fair.
All right, Jay. Yeah, I got 82 degrees here where I'm sitting because I forgot to turn on the window fan this morning in the attic, so it's it'll never catch up now. But that's not too bad. But sounds nice where you are. Got you for the round table, and really sounding good tonight. Next up, Wayne, W6IRD. Wayne, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Oh boy, Wayne gets the turn. That's great. Hey, how everybody's doing today? How's everybody doing this evening? This is Wayne, W6IRD. I think it's about the first or second or third time I've been on Monday Night Net, so I'm not very curious to how it goes. Sounds like it's going pretty smooth. Anyway, I talked to him on Saturday. Last day we didn't really talk to him, and he didn't even know who I was. And I told her who it was. Oh yeah. Somebody ought to call the local sheriff's office, have a wellness checked on him. Their sheriff is not dead in the house. They locked the gate and outside, or somebody locked out. After they killed him, after he died, you don't know what's going to happen. So, smart thing to do, somebody call the local sheriff's office up in his area and have him do a wellness check on him. Just make sure he's not in the house. If he is, he's all right. If he's not all right, do something about it. Maybe save his life. You never know. So that's what he's doing. I would suggest. And I'll leave that alone. There's more guys knowing me than I do. I've known Ken for 10 years. He's very caustic sometimes. Always very easy to offend. And that's okay. Still pretty nice guy. He's just different. And I know he sold his Corvette, sold a lot of his other stuff, gave away all his weapons. He told me that he's out of ham radio. All he has is one radio. Something like 820B, something like that. I don't know. And I thought he said what he had. This is good. And let's see what else he did. I talked to Matt yesterday. We talked to him the same day I did. He didn't know Matt either. Matt came for many. So I feel sorry for him. He needs to set it up. He can get it. If he's ready. So anyway, that's what it's all about. You know, really is. I was up in the desert and let these little dollars every 17 years. Every once in a while, on the old straight line, you ride down the road and on the gas, the car was losing pressure in the engine and die in the car. That happened quite often when I was a kid. The boys still fed me the whole weekend long that time. Anyway, not too much to say. Like you said, the thing having hard death coming out of the food. And he's so terrible, he's so that's it. turn it back to you because you're the big delivery there. Yes, that's what I need. W6. All right, RG.
Okay, Wayne. Yeah, we all wonder where Ken is. We don't know how to find out where he is right now, but like you, we hope he's all right wherever he is. Hope no foul play became of him. I suspect he's fine somewhere with somebody who cares about him. I hope that's the case. But if anyone finds out what happened to Ken, I'm sure any of us find out, we'll let everyone else know so that we'll know. But I always enjoyed Ken. He'd always find something interesting. He's always doing something interesting. Find something interesting to talk about. All kinds of stuff. So I'll miss Ken. It's sad. And Wayne, yeah, I know the 5-500 to talk about something that, if you look for it, it's just I can't find any. I look on eBay every once in a while, and there's just nothing there. And I haven't tried anywhere else. I got all my tubes off of eBay so far. And you get 4 or 5 of them and get 2 or 3 good ones out of the bunch, and that, just keep doing that so you get enough to have some spares. But the 5-500, that's really, you just don't see them. So good luck finding those. I know you don't want to convert it, and because it's just happy running like it is. But anyway, you're sounding good, and thanks for being here for the Monday Night Net. You'll find me half the time because I'm substituting for George till he comes back, quite you see. And he came home today. Maybe next month he'll be here. Who knows? We'll get George back one of these days because we found out from Phil George has a lucky wheelchair, so it's going to work. Anyhow, Wayne, say hi to Sharon. We'll keep things going. Kevin and Gilroy, I bet. I don't know. WA6JKN, Kevin, it's your turn. Go ahead.
WA6YEC.
And there's George. Go ahead and take a transmission there, George. WA6JKN.
All right, Kevin. I hear you all the way from Texas. WA6YEC. My son Fletcher is here, and he rolled me down here. I needed to grab a couple things. I thought since they're here, let's turn on the radio. See what we can hear. Good to hear everybody. Appreciate all the thoughts and those that pray, all the prayers. Yep, came home today from rehab, and it'll be a while probably before I get down to the radio room to actually on a regular basis do anything. So we've got to work that out. Anyway, I have my son here, Fletcher, from Vermont, and my grandson, Samuel. Hey, Sam, you want to say hi? Say hi to me. Hi. Tell me you live.
I live at Montreal.
All right. Let me give it back to you, Kevin. W6YEC. Standing by.
George, thank you for coming down and saying hi to us. I think I might be doubling with Kevin. Kevin, over to you. Go ahead. I don't see Kevin's signal coming up. Oh, George, it's so good to hear you on the radio. And hello, Fletcher. Fletcher, thank you for bringing your dad down and letting him say hi to us. We've been waiting to hear his voice for months, and it's so nice of you to do that. Hello, Samuel. It's good to hear you on the radio with all of us. And let's see if anybody wants to say anything to George. I'll take a standby and Ron, why don't you go ahead and say hi, and maybe you can pass it on to a few other of us.
Wonderful to hear you on the radio. good.
Is it WHK, Phil, or are you still out there?
K6 Eagle Green Light. Open up, George.
Sounded really good. So, with that, back to you, Steve. K6 and 6WHK. I can catch him every time he gets on 240.
All right, and Skip, we'll get to you. We're pausing the net for a moment, and we'll get back and get you and K2LM2 Paul. You guys will get on in just a second, but we'll just take a little pause, Skip, and we'll get to you. And Phil, okay, real good. And anyone else want to say hi to George before I continue the net?
Yeah, good old George. Good old W6YEC is there.
W6JK is back, and a big hello to George there, by golly.
Well, go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, Steve, did you want me to make my transmission now?
Yeah, go ahead, and we'll go ahead and finish the net. And we were just so happy to hear George back on. We just couldn't contain ourselves. So, Kevin, go ahead and take your turn.
Oh yeah, it's a great day, George. After talking to you yesterday, I knew something big was in the making. So I'm glad that you made it on tonight, and many, many more transmissions, that's for sure. Yeah, I talked to George while I was on my way to Sweetwater, Texas yesterday, and heard all the good reports from George, and you can hear the fruits of his labor, of all the things that he's been working very, very hard on. Over 600 feet in walking up and down stairs to boot, well over 200 steps if you do the math. And so congratulations, George, for a magnificent comeback. So that's it for me. By the way, I'm operating remote from Tyler, Texas, next to Lindale, the home of Miranda Lambert. Back to you, Steve. W6JKN remote.
All right, Kevin, real good. Hear you just fine now into Long Beach. Before it was a little weak there. So very good. Have a good time in Texas. Skip, K6LGL, Skip, it's finally your turn. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. W206SYD and the San Diego area miner. It's just Santa Monica K6 Little Green Light on my GX100. First of all, George, W6YEC and your family, welcome back. I know you have determination and a conviction to make a fast recovery and keep on doing my friend. I'm glad to hear you back on the air. Very, very, very good. Very good. Hey, marvelous news. And keep on pushing. All right. Hope you get more indulgence tonight. So looking forward to it.
have George back with us, and I will, George, if you're still listening, I'd like to say we'll expect you back here this time next month. I've kidded about that, but really, however long it takes, we'll keep your place for you until you're really ready to get back on Monday night and your regular night. So don't worry, it's not slipping away from you. Let's pick up Paul. K2LMQ, Paul. It's your turn. Go ahead for the net.
KF6SYD. This is Paul, K2LMQ in Kingman, Arizona. Right from last words. I'm a little choked up right now that you're here, and I'm glad you're here and doing so well. And just welcome home. God bless you. Let's see. I'm on the and George, while you were gone, Kevin came down. He came in and helped me with a bunch of gear here, and I'm on the Globeking 500C finally for Kevin, and so I can get on and enjoy you guys back on AM. And I'm running that into a tuner and into the inverted V at 75 feet. Weather is hot. It's about 105 here today, and normally we'll get up to maybe 100 or 101 and stop, but boy, it was rolling today. I will not be in for the rest of the net. I got stuff I got to do here, and let's see. And that's basically the story, AMI number 171, and that's it. So I say to you guys, have a happy 4th, and I'll give it back to you, Steve, and thanks for running the net. KF6SYD, K2LMQ.
Okay, Paul, very good. Hope you don't get any more scorchers like today out there in Kingman, Arizona. George, W6YEC, I'm going to turn it back over to, I know you came down to get stuff and you just turned the radio on because you were there, but go ahead and take another transmission if you want, and we'll probably go ahead and go to the round table after that. W6YEC, KF6SYD calling.
Okay, yeah, I do need to get it.
Hey, George, so serious for just getting up and getting me back on your feet. Ken, you've been acting real strange. Sold all his equipment and was selling all his possessions, and they said you're going to get out of the radio. And I talked to him on the air on Saturday, about 3 weeks ago, and he didn't even know who I was. And Matt, who's been a friend of his for ages, he didn't know who Matt was either. So he's got a dementia, or he's going through, had a stroke or something, and he's really acting strange. So I suggested that somebody in the area call the local sheriff's office and have him do a wellness check on, make sure he's not laying down dead in the house, or sick in the house, can't get up. Something. I don't get worried. Kind of worried. Put a tail on his throat or something like that. Okay, I'll talk to you later, George. Come back. Come on, rolling.
Okay, real good, Wayne. Good to hear your voice. And back to you there, Steve.
Yeah, you know, I guess since Ken wasn't not able to recognize who he's talking to anymore, something must have happened to him, a stroke or some kind of event that he can talk to somebody he's known for years and he doesn't realize who he's talking to anymore. And the last time we really heard him here was April 4th, according to Mike, KM6QQU. And it's been about that long. Talked to Ron, KD63WS Ron, and Ron said he wasn't going to do a lot of sense on radio back then. So between then and now, so much time has gone by, and we don't really know where he is or who's taking care of him, or like Wayne said, stuff might happen. But it's been so long. There's no. Why? I hope we end up having telling what happened to him, in more detail someday. George, one more last little one. We'll let you get out of here. I'll go. W6YECKFSYD.
Well, thanks for letting me in. Good to hear of it, Betty. Really do appreciate all your prayers and good wishes and all. And there's still a road in front of us. But we're here. We're walking with a walker and a wheelchair, of course. So we'll try to get down here when we can. We'll see how that comes. Thanks so much. Everybody have a good evening. Don't get too quiet and see. We're in the clear tonight. Talk to you guys later.
Good night, George.
Yeah, good night, George. NY6L.
Good night, George. Hello, George. You're back.
Great hearing you back, George. Have a good night. AK6IR.
Thanks, guys. My grandson wants to say good night.
Good night.
Good night, Samuel. Have a good evening. Talk to you later.
Good night, George, from W7LTT.
Grandpa, this is
All right, wasn't that something? Okay, let's go to the round table. Julie's waiting dinner on me, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But it's Jeff, KK6IRZ, and NY6LJ, you guys, and whoever else wants in on the round table. Let them know. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and a lot of good news tonight. So 7-3 all, and Jeff, go ahead and pick it up. KF6SYZ. I don't even know my own call letter. KF6SYD.
W7LTE.